Welcome to this guided presentation of the Blue-Green Biolab Toolkit, where we have focused on the role of local authorities in initiating bio-industrial symbiosis based on blue and green biomasses. In this PowerPoint, we will present the structure of the toolkit and a sneak peek at our recommendations based on our learning in the Blue-Green Biolab project. In the Blue-Green Biolab project, we focus on the urgent challenges in the Baltic Sea region to reduce the influx of nutrients to water bodies, limit greenhouse gas emissions, and enhance European self-supply with food, feed, and energy. We believe cooperation with aquaculture, agriculture, and industry can provide solutions to these challenges. Through developing bio-industrial symbiosis based on sustainable production and use of local blue and green biomasses, there can be benefits from positive ecosystem services and to business development. This project is co-financed by Interreg Baltic Sea region. The project partners are from 3 countries in the Baltic Sea region. Skive Municipality and the Climate Foundation Skive, a business development organization, are located in a highly productive agricultural area in Denmark. Lysekil Municipality and the municipal heat, water, and electricity supply company Leva in Lysekil are located in an area with a long maritime history on the west coast of Sweden. Finally, the Latvian Institute of Aquatic Ecology is our university partner in the project, is located in Riga, Latvia, and Zemgale Planning Region, also in Latvia, is a regional governmental institution noted for and in an area noted for its rich soil and agricultural areas. The toolkit developed in the Blue-Green Biolab project is a step-by-step guide based on experiences of local and regional authorities in the project as facilitators for business development within the circular economy through bio-industrial symbiosis. The entire toolkit can be accessed through the Interreg BSR program homepage via the link shown on the screen. The toolkit is organized in 3 main steps, which the partners also followed in the course of the Blue-Green Biolab project. The first step is selecting biomasses. The second step is engaging stakeholders. And the third step is working with policy. As noted in the previous slide, the first step taken by the Blue-Green Biolab partners was selecting biomasses to work with in the project. In this section of the toolkit, we provide information regarding what we did, our key learning and recommendations, as well as more detailed information on the biomasses selected by the partners in the form of 5 biomass briefs. In selecting biomasses in the project, our learning resulted in 4 recommendations. We would like to highlight in particular the importance of working with well-known species, as this will expand the possibilities for gathering knowledge and perspectives for how the biomass can be used. Step 2 in the toolkit is focused on engaging stakeholders. Again, we share what we did in introduction. However, more information on our approach can be found in the generic participatory workshop design brief. We also share our key learnings and recommendations in our process of involving stakeholders in the project. The basis for this learning can be found in more detail in the workshop briefs for each of the partner countries in this part of the toolkit. From this step in the toolkit, we have 7 key learnings and recommendations, and share one of them now with regard to decisions about who to invite when starting discussions about bio-industrial symbiosis. Our partners had various approaches that reflect the local differences in each of our countries. In Skive, there is an existing public opposition to the expansion of blue mussel farming. Therefore, it was important to have open invitations and a very transparent approach. In Lysekil Municipality, however, there is a specific location in mind for a bio-industrial park and already some ideas regarding the use of non-native species in aquaculture. Here it was important to engage with businesses regarding their interests in these ideas before opening up for wider discussions about the reasoning for considering on-land aquaculture with non-native species. In step 3 of the toolkit, there is information about working with policy. Essentially, what kind of steps can be taken to improve the policy environment to support the establishment of bio-industrial symbiosis. Our transnational learning can be found in the common policy brief in this section of the toolkit. The basis of our learning and recommendations can be explored in more detail in the policy briefs from each country in this section of the toolkit. With regard to this step, we have 4 key learnings and recommendations. One key learning from our transnational discussions was that despite different points of departure among the partners in the 3 countries, our work with bioindustrial symbiosis and the challenges we had were very similar. In particular, the challenge of balancing or bridging the fast tempo that is common for innovation processes with the often, let's say, less than nimble decision-making of local public authorities was a common experience. This paradox is important to be aware of for public authorities in terms of how to communicate and organize the engagement process in order to manage expectations and support continued involvement despite the need for a slower pace than some stakeholders would prefer. During the project, 2 partners, Leva in Lucischil and the Latvian Institute for Aquatic Ecology, produced additional materials to enhance the content of the toolkit in 2 respects. The additional report by Leva in Lucischil provides information to local municipal wastewater treatment facilities about the considerations that can arise when addressing the various water needs for a new bioindustrial symbiosis park. These needs will depend on the biomasses involved and what products will be produced. The additional report by the Latvian Institute for Aquatic Ecology goes more in depth with some of the biomasses discussed in step 1, as it was difficult to include as much of the relevant data and information we wanted to in the short format of the biomass briefs. We hope these additional materials will give further food for thought to readers of our toolkit. You can find more information about the Blue-Green Biolab project on our Interreg Baltic Sea region homepage, but also through the homepages of the partners in the project displayed on this slide. Thank you and happy reading.